ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः। In the last few shlokas of this chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna said about his different vibhutis, and he said that I am the all-pervading Atma and I exist in all beings as Atma. I am the beginning, middle, and end of all the beings. And he said that among the Adityas, I am the Vishnu. Among the Rudras, I am Shankara. Among the Maruts, I am the Marichi. Like this, he identified with some of the prominent creations, because he cannot keep on telling or each and every creation, because it's infinite. So he identified with the prominent creations, and he continues to explain the same from Shloka 26 of chapter 10. Ashvattha sarvavrikshanam devarkshinam cha naradaha gandharvanam chitraratha siddhanam kapilo munihi. Bhagavan Krishna says, among all the trees, he is the peepal tree. Peepal tree is very common seen in India. Its leaves will be very big, not that big, but reasonably big, with very sharp end. It's a very big tree, and the biological importance of that tree, it emits a lot of oxygen. So many people gather around that tree, and it is very common to see people gathering around that peepal tree in the evening time or in the afternoon also, because it gives the great shade and the children play around under that tree. And the spiritual importance of that tree is, the root of the tree is said that Lord Brahmaji exists in the root of the tree, and in the trunk, in the middle portion, Bhagavan Vishnu, he exists there, and in the top portion, on the leaves and the top branches, Bhagavan Shiv exists there. And it's a very famous shloka regarding this. And the people in India, they worship the peepal tree. Is the Ashwatha Vriksha. They worship the peepal tree, and they light lamps near the root of that tree. And we have seen some people tying the thread around that tree, so that they will be together always. Whether it may be friendship or any other relationship, if we tie the thread around that peepal tree, then that tree will give blessing to for the lifelong relationship. So these are all some of the common beliefs regarding the peepal tree, and Bhagavan Krishna identifies with that tree. And there's a very famous shloka also regarding this tree, that is Mulato Brahmarupaya Madhyato Vishnurupine Agrata Shivarupaya Vriksharajayate Namaha. So this peepal tree is considered as the king of all the vrikshas. So people who go around worshipping that tree, they chant this mantra. They don't fail to chant this mantra. They worship the tree. So that's the importance of peepal tree in Hindu religion. And Bhagavan Vishnu, he is said to exist in the middle portion of the tree, and Bhagavan Shiva in the top portion, and on the root, Lord Brahmaji. So Bhagavan Krishna here in this shloka, he is identifying with that Ashwatha Vriksha, which is the peepal tree. Among the Devarshis, I am the Narada. To attain the Devahood itself, a Jiva has to do a lot of punya. Only then they become the Deva. So when they attain that Devahood, or when they reside in the heaven as Devas, then they forget completely about everything, and they will be indulged in all type of enjoyments or luxuries. It is in the Devaloka one can experience everything simultaneously with the five senses, but in the Bhuloka only one sense will operate at one time. Others will be silent. When we see, we cannot hear properly, or when we hear, we cannot see properly. So it's all depend upon how where the mind is focused. But in Devaloka, all the senses, all the five senses work simultaneously. So just imagine what type of luxuries and what type of sense enjoyments they will be experiencing. So in the Devaloka, many of the devas, they don't concentrate much on doing meditation, or they don't care about the Brahma Vidya. Some devas, they do meditation, or they will be so involved in bhakti or Brahma Vidya. Among that few rishis who are devas, Narada is very prominent, because there is no time in Narada's life without chanting Bhagavan's Nama. So, Devarshinancha Naradaha. So, among the Devarshis, I am the Narada. Gandharvana Chitraradaha. Gandharvas are the devas, or the celestial beings who are involved in entertainment. They entertain the other fellow celestial beings. So they are the Gandharvas. So among them, Chitraradaha, his music and his way of entertaining the other devas is very prominent. So among the Gandharvana, Chitraradaha. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi, among the Siddhas. So Siddhas means they can be said as Muni. Muni means one who does manana. Manana means reflection. Reflection means thinking deeply about a concept for a long time. Of course, we may be concentrated in our work for a few hours, but these Muni, they will be thinking deeply about a single concept for many days, or many days and sometimes even months. So they have that power of concentration, and that's why they are said as Muni. So among the Munis, I am the Kapila. Kapila is the Bhagavan, the sage Kapila is said as the avatar of Bhagavan Vishnu, and he is the founder of the Sankhya philosophy, Sankhya Darshana. In chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, the name of the chapter is Sankhya Yoga. That is Sankhya Yoga. It completely tells about the Atma Vidya. But Sankhya philosophy is a little bit different. It tells about Purusha and Prakriti. We Vedantis, we say Brahman and Maya. That they say as Purusha and Prakriti. And the importance of Sankhya philosophy is only in the Sankhya philosophy, the evolutes of the Prakriti is very well defined. So even the Vedantas or the Bhaktas, they refer Sankhya philosophy to understand the evolutes of Prakriti. The 24 evolutes of Prakriti is very well explained in the Sankhya philosophy. And there, Purusha, Brahman of Vedanta is said as Purusha. So, Brahman and Maya is said as Purusha and Prakriti in Sankhya philosophy. And the Sankhya philosophy was founded and formulated by Kapila, sage Kapila. And the Sankhya philosophy is said as Kapilopatesha, and it comes in the Srimad Bhagavata. Sage Kapila, as a small boy itself, he explained, or he taught this Sankhya philosophy, or the Upadesha. He gave this Upadesha to his mother, Devahuti, and that is said as Kapilopatesha, and it comes in Srimad Bhagavata, and that is referred as the Sankhya philosophy or Sankhya Darshana. And the founder of Sankhya Darshana is Kapila Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself with Kapila Muni. And the next shloka, Bhagavan Krishna says about some celestial beings. उच्चैश्रवसमश्वानां विद्धि माममृदोद्भवम् ऐरावदं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम्. So among the all that products that came while churning of the milky ocean, Amurdodbhavam, along with Amrita, that is, along with nectar, many beings came out, many products came out, and one among them is Uchchaishravas. Uchchaishravas is a white colored horse, and we can see in the picture that this horse, it has two wings. It is just to indicate that it goes in the speed of the wind. It just flies. It doesn't run. It just flies. So that is the Uchchaishravas, that is the horse of the Devaloka. It is used by Lord Indra. And among all the horses, I am the Uchchaishravas. Ashwanam Uchchaishravas. And Airavatam, Gajendranam Airavatam. Airavatam is also a celestial being. It is also white in color, and there are so many stories connected with Airavata elephant. So Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself as Airavata among the Gajendras, all the Gajendras. Naranancha Naradipam. Among the men, I am the Naradipa, that is king. Why king? Because the king, they have a lot of responsibilities, and to satisfy their responsibilities, to help them to take over all that responsibilities, they have so many luxuries and so many facilities. But what happens today is the leaders, they misuse that luxuries and all that facilities, and they do not take care of their responsibilities. But at that time, the king, they had their responsibility. They are just like a father to that nation. All the prajas, all the subjects are just like their own children, and with that concern, they take care of their subjects. So they used that their luxuries and all their facilities to help people. So they had lot of responsibilities. So Bhagavan Krishna is identifying himself as the king among the men. So that is this shloka, that is shloka 27. And the next shloka, that is 28, is आयुधानामहं वज्रं धेनुनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि गन्धर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकी. Ayudhanamaham Vajram. Among the Ayudas or among that weapons, I am the Vajrayuda, I am the Vajram. So what is so prominent and speciality of Vajrayuda is it is the weapon of the God, Lord of the gods, Indradeva, and only he knows the way to use it. The Vajrayuda is formed from the ribs of the great Rishi, and his tapobhala, that is his result of his tapas, is exists in that Vajrayuda. And because of that, that weapon is so powerful, it can cut anything that is very hard. Even if it is a mountain, it can cut so easily, not because of the strength of the material, but the strength of that tapas of that great Rishi. It can cut anything very soft. It can cut anything which is very subtle also. So the devas need this power because the asuras, the demons, they may hide, sometimes they hide their physical form and they exist only in the subtle form. So at that time, it is the intelligence of the person who uses that weapon to identify them where they are, and the Vajrayudam helps that person to identify it. And if he just use that weapon, he can cut the subtle objects also. So it can cut anything which is gross and anything which is subtle. If it is a soft, even if it is water-like thing, it can cut. So that is the power of the Vajrayuda. So Vajrayuda, among all the weapons, I am Vajrayuda. Even now we have many weapons with the army. So many weapons, people do not even know about it. All that will pierce something only if it is hard but not subtle. But Vajrayutam is capable of doing both the things, cutting anything subtle or anything gross, because it is the tapobala of that great rishi. So among the ayuda, among the weapons, I am the Vajrayutam. Denu namasmi kamaduk. I am the Kamadenu among all the cows. Kamadenu is again the divine cow. And the speciality of Kamadenu is we can milk our desires from Kamadenu. If we worship Kamadenu, it will give us anything. So that is the importance of Kamadenu. So it is again the Devaloka Pashu, and that's the importance of Kamadenu. So among the cow, that is among the Dhenu, I am the Kamadenu. Prajanas Chasmi Gandharpaha. So among the progenitors, I am the Gandharpa, means the Kamadeva. The power of Kamadeva is the power of Bhagavan. Bhagavan exists in all beings as the power to create the offspring. So he, among the progenitors, he is Kamadev. That power to give offspring or to bring the future generation, that power is Bhagavan Krishna. So among the great progenitors, I am the Kamadeva. Sarpanamasmi Vasuki. Sarpa is the snake which is very poisonous, and it has only one hood. So that is Sarpa. There are many Sarpa on earth, but only Vasuki is the most poisonous Sarpa. And when we say Sarpa, it just doesn't bite anyone and everyone. It maintains its promise and the truth. Only when we disturb them or when we have an idea to disturb them, only then it will disturb. So it is all connected with the Satya. So, Sarpanamasmi Vasuki, among the Sarpas, among all the snakes, or among all the snake that is which has one hood, I am Vasuki. Anantaschasmi Naganam Varuno Yadasamaham Pitrunamaryama Chasmi Yamasayamatamaham. Among the Nagas, I am the Ananta. Ananta is again a Naga. And the difference between Sarpas and Nagas is Sarpa has only one hood or one headed, and Nagas more than one head. And it is not rare to see three-headed or five-hooded Nagas on earth. But the Ananta is a thousand-hooded Naga, on which Bhagavan Vishnu he reclines and meditates. So among the Nagas, I am the Ananta, and Naga is considered as a celestial being too. Varuno Yadasamasmi. Among the water deities. Among the water deities, I am the Varuna. The prominence of Varuna is without Varuna, the earth cannot be fertile. He gives rain for the fertility of this great planet Earth. So, among the water deities, I am the Varuna. Pitrunam Aryama Chasmi. Pitru means Pitrus are our ancestors and they go to the Loka, that is the Pitraloka. In the Pitraloka, it is ruled by the king of the Pitrus, that is the Aryama. Yama Sayyama Tamaham. That is among that is the powers that govern this creation. I am the Yama. Yama Dharmaraja is the one who never misses the target. He will hit that right target at the right time at the right place. He never misses his target. So Yama Dharmaraja, among the one who governed the world. I am Yama. And the next shloka, Prahlaadaschasmi daityanam kalah kalayatamaham mruganancha mrugendroham vainateyascha pakshinam. Bhagavan Krishna is telling that among the Daityas, I am the Prahlada. So Daityas are the Asuras. What is so important about Prahlada means, apart from being a great bhakta of Bhagavan Vishnu, Prahlada is the one Daitya who follows Dharma. He follows one and only Dharma. Even some asuras are great bhaktas. They are great bhaktas of Bhagavan Shiv or Bhagavan Lord Brahmaji. But the prominence of Prahlada is not only bhakti, the dharma. The other daityas, they may be great bhaktas, but they didn't follow dharma. Ravana, take the example of Dharma, great bhakta of Bhagavan Shiv. That's why it took so long for Bhagavan Sri Ram to destroy the form of Sri Ravana. But still, he doesn't follow Dharma. But Prahlada is not only that, he is a great bhakta at the same time a Dharmatma. Prahladaschasmi Daityanam Kala Kalayatamaham. Among the Kalayata means among the reckoners, great reckoners, I am the time. So what is the reckoners means? One who observes very closely. One who observes very closely the motion or action. They are the reckoners. So actually what is time? Is it not the close observation of motion? So when we say that 5 minutes have passed, then is it not the motion of the planet Earth from one position to the other position? It moves from here to here, and that motion is identified or given a number for us, for human beings to understand. That's why even the time motion of the other planets or the any other distant or celestial objects, they were given the time, comparing it with the time of Earth. Well, because only that we can understand. Our mind, little mind, can understand only that much. We say that the planet Jupiter, it takes so much of years to revolve around itself. It is compared with the time of the Earth. So the time differs because the motion of each and every object differs. The time is not stable in everywhere. It is not that same everywhere. So it is the observation of motion, and it is identified with a number. So among the one who observes that motion, I am the Kala, I am the time. So that Bhagavan Krishna identifies himself with Kala. Mriganancha mrigendroham. Mriga means the beast, that is the animals who live in the forest. So among the beast, I am the lion. So what is the speciality of lion is? It's so majestic. Of course, we all admire the movement of the lion through National Geographic Channel. We cannot go near it, but we observe and we enjoy it, and we compare some people when they walk, he is just walking like a lion or lioness. So and the next prominent thing about lion is it just stays alone. It doesn't need the help of anyone or any other animal. It just stays alone. That's why it is said as the king of the forest. It has its own way, and if it is not hungry, it doesn't disturb anyone. Even if we go near it, it just turns away. So majestic and stays alone, and it has its own dharma. So among the mruga, I am the king of the mrugas, that is I am the lion. And Bhagavan Krishna says, Vainateyascha Pakshina. Vainata, among the Pakshis, among the birds, I am the Vainateya. Garuda is the son of Vinatha. So Garuda is said as Vainateya. So among the Pakshis, among the birds, I am the eagle. Of course, Garuda is known for its power of perceiving and knowledge. It flies to the high altitude, and from there it locates its prey. So, with that concentration, with that power, it just comes down from whatever height it may be. It locates its prey on the earth and it just comes down, just grab its prey, go back to that height. So the power of perception and knowledge is so great in Garuda. That's why Bhagavan Vishnu always used Garuda as his vehicle. The power of perception is great in Garuda. So among the Pakshis, I am the Vainateya. That is, Vainateya means I am the Garuda. And now the next shloka. Pavana pavatamasmi Rama Shastrabhrutamaham Jashana Maharaschasmi Strotasamasmi Jahnavi Pavana Pavatamasmi. Pavata means the pavi actually means that which moves or that which purifies. So among the purifiers, I am the air. Pavana means air or wind. So wind is considered as one of the great purifiers because it is so subtle and no impurity can make the wind impure. So it just struts off all the impurities. So among the great purifiers or the great movers, I am the Pavana. It is so subtle and a great purifier. Rama Shastra Brudamaham. So among the wielders of weapons, I am Sri Ram, another avatar of Bhagavan Vishnu. The greatness of Sri Ram is he never misses the target. And he never used twice the weapon to hit that target. Ekapani. That is, he never uses twice his arrows to hit a target. Whether it may be Vali or whether it may be Ravana, to locate that target, Bhagavan Sri Ram may take some time. But once he has located that target, he doesn't need two arrows to hit that target. So that's the greatness of Bhagavan Sri Ram. So he, among the great wielders of weapons, I am Rama. He doesn't say that even Arjuna, because even Arjuna is great for his great wielder of weapon, and he identified himself with the Skanda because he is a great army general. But among the person great warriors, I am Sri Ram. Jashana Maharaschasmi. Jasha means the fish or the beings that live in the water beings. And among them, I am the Mahara. Mahara is the shark. It is the shark. Among the fish, I am the great shark. It's known for its power. Strodasamasmi Jahnavi. Jahnavi is the other name of Ganga. And when sage Bhagirath, he walked and Ganga Devi, she was following sage Bhagirath. She flooded the ashrama of great Rishi Jahnav. So he swallowed Ganga and later by the request of sage Bhagirath, he let the Ganga flow through his ears and so she had that another name Jahnavi. So among that water that flows, I am Ganga, I am Jahnavi. So among the streams, I am the Jahnavi. In the last few shlokas, Bhagavan Krishna identified himself as the great ocean among the natural reservoirs. But here Bhagavan Krishna is telling, among the water that flows, I am Ganga, Jahnavi. The next shloka, that is a shloka 32, Bhagavan Krishna says, Sarganamadirandascha madhyanchaivahamarjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada Pravadatamaham. So here again, Bhagavan Krishna is telling, among the creations, I am the beginning, Adi, Antam and Madhyam. I am the beginning, the end, and the middle. That is, all this creation, it came from Bhagavan. He is the beginning, and it exists because of him. So he is the middle, and in the end, it will dissolve or merge in him. So among the creation, I am the beginning, the middle, and the end. This in the first shloka, not the first shloka, when Bhagavan Krishna began to explain his vibhutis, he said, I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings, he said. So, like that, the beginning, end, and middle of this entire creation is Bhagavan. And Bhagavan, he's identifying himself as the all-pervading Brahman. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Among the all the vidyas, that is, the vidyas means it includes the para vidya and the apara vidya. Apara vidya is not that great vidya, which is said as the knowledge of this material world, whatever science it may be the space science, it may be medicine, or it may be electronics or arts, whatever it may be, it is apara vidya only. Para vidya is only the science of Atma Brahma vidya. Why that difference is, all these other vidyas, that is all the materialistic knowledge or the knowledge in the world, they tend to change by time. They are temporary. They might have found something new about moon. They might have sent satellites there, found something new. After 10 years, they themselves contradict it and they change it. The same with any chemistry or physics or even arts. They improve their artistic nature, and the same artist who performed an art sometime before, they change it now. So all the vidyas in this world tend to change by time. The traditional, even the traditional art, it may be dance or music, they change by time, they improve it. It is because all the art are infinite, so they change by time. So all the art or all the science in this creation are temporary. They are not permanent. But Atma Vidya, it is permanent. Thousands of years, great rishis are following the same Vidya. That is the Para Vidya. It never changed by time, and it is the ultimate knowledge, knowing that you know everything else. That is also another importance of the Atma Vidya. If we understand Atma Vidya, it is our own self, understanding that we understand everything. So that's the importance of that knowledge. So among the Vidyas, I am the Atma Vidya. Vadaha Pravadatamaham. Among the Vadas, that is the argument to bring the truth out, I am the Vada. So among the debates or Vada arguments, Bhagavan is identifying with Vada. Vada itself means argument or debate. There are three types of Vada. That is, the first is Vada itself. The second is the Jalpa. And the third is the Vitanda. We might have heard commonly that Vitanda Vada, don't do Vitanda Vada. The difference between Vada and all this is, Vada means they argue to bring the truth out. That's what these types of Vada argument, they take place in the ancient time in the court of the great king, like King Janaha, King Dasharatha. They argue, the people who know Brahma Vidya, they argue, they bring out the truth. So that argument was so constructive and so useful for others. Many of the Upanishads, that is in Brihadaranya Upanishad and all, they were brought out just like by this Vada only argument. So it is a constructive, very useful argument. But Jalpa is not like that. Jalpa means I keep on telling about the same point. Even if it is wrong, I hold on to it. just because I want to win. Whatever the other says, I just don't care. Even if it is right, I just don't care. I keep on arguing with my own point, that is Jalpa. And Vedantavada is whatever you say, I oppose it. Just for the sake of argument. Even if it is right, I argue with that. Whatever the other person bring, that whatever point he may bring, I argue that. And I just he cannot talk in front of me. I have that argument power to argue even the right decisions of others or the right vada of others. So by this Jalpa and Vidanta vada, the debate may win, but not the truth. And it is very common to see Jalpa and Vitantavada in all our news channels, in all languages. So all these are whatever I say, whatever may be the point, the others may argue with that, just to bring that what I say is right, what you say is not right. So just like that, that is Vitantavada, and Jalpa is I keep on telling my own point, whatever you say, and that's why I say this, that's why I say this. So by all these debates, the truth doesn't win, the debate wins, or the debater will win. So Bhagavan is not Jalpa and Vedanta. He identifies himself with Vada. So Bhagavan Krishna, he identifies with Vada. And in the next few shlokas also, Bhagavan Krishna identifies with some of the prominent creations which he has created. And that I will continue in my next video. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णः यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयोर्भूति ध्रुवानीतिर्मतिर्मम ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।